Hi, it's April 1st, and I'm going to do a reading to see if Matt Gaetz is going to go to prison. I didn't get to that yesterday. I think there's still a long ways off from, of course, that happening. He has to be investigated and properly. And I think they're going to find that he's got a lot of skeletons, but that shouldn't surprise anybody. Let's just see if the tarot will let me know. Share with us if Matt Gaetz is going to prison, and I ask my spiritual mentors to assist me and to make sure that I read accurately and clearly. So I'm asking if Matt Gaetz will go to prison. All right, let's take a look. High Priestess. There's still stuff that has to be revealed. So that means there's some significant details that we have yet to know about, to learn of, and that will be significant in any kind of a sentencing factor for wrongdoing. This is the trafficking aspect, I feel like, with the Chariot. I feel like that definitely has to do with the travel and that kind of thing. There's something about that aspect that is going to be significant. More about this traveling, I think, with people he has hired for sexual favor. There's the fight here, which is the Five of Wands, and the Hierophant. And the Hierophant says these are the rules. You know what the rules are because you're supposed to be a representative. So you can argue all you like, Matt, but what you did is illegal and you're going to be held accountable. That is the strong vibe I get from this, or these cards. Again, with the Six of Swords, again, we're talking about, especially about travel and about mobility and going from one place to another. And some places that are easier for you to get around and to do what you want to do in. And that's what we're getting with this card. There are certain places Matt goes, according to this, with the High Priestess and the Six of Swords, certain places that he takes these people to, I feel like, that is significant. And there'll be more significant information that comes out about his secretive behavior, which I don't know how secret it is, to tell you the truth. The Moon falling under the Chariot, and next to the Six of Swords. This is the cover-up, hiding, trying to hide the traveling bit, trying to hide the details, I think, too, about where, if you've gone from one state to another with somebody. I think he's going to try to cover that. Or to try to shade it so that, by trying to say, you don't really know what I was, I just think trying to make excuses, try to cover it up in some way. So he looks like he's really keen to cover up the travel aspect of where he went, that he was with this person one place and that they end up in another, in a completely different state. So this is a big deal. And it's a kind of a pincher where this, where, you know, it's going to matter where this case, it looks like, is concerned. So Two of Swords. This is the aggression, and this is the Two of Swords, peace. You know, this is action, non-action. So that's interesting. We get submissive, and we get, we get active. Let's just see. Yeah. Princess of Pentacles. I feel like this is talking about the youth involved in this, the young person involved in this. The Two of Swords makes me feel like she may not have been able to... I think the way he takes them is really, really significant. It isn't just, yeah, let's drive over state lines. It almost looks like with that Two of Swords, with her not being able to do anything, and this youth, this minor, being at the mercy of somebody taking them out of their environment, maybe to a place that's completely unfamiliar to them, for all we know, and doing illegal, disgusting things with these, minors who are vulnerable. And that's what I get here, vulnerability, with that Two of Swords. It feels to me like she's saying, I didn't know how to get back. I didn't, there was, or something along those lines of like, the fact being that they take the person away from the environment where they're at, and then they've got to try to get back from wherever after this person is done with them. They got to figure out how they're going to get back to wherever they were originally, coming from. That seems to be an issue. So then we get the Four of Swords. This is something that he would like to just have go quiet, just bury it. He wants it to be buried. He wants it, he wants peace. But the Four of Swords can also be about prison, most definitely. And the fact that I'm asking about prison, and I'm getting the prison card in the final outcome line as the first card, is making me feel much more feeling like he stands a strong possibility of going here, because there's more hidden information that's got to come out about him and his travels and what he does while he's traveling around. And I'm sure it has to do with other people that he's hired in similar fashion. Matt's going to get a big dose of humiliation himself, and he's not liking it. This deals with more than one person, so there's other people involved in this. There might be another person or two that does the same thing. And I think is going to go to prison. I think his associate that they've caught most certainly could be that person. But there might be other people in addition that get caught out as a result of this investigation. This is the one of drink and sex, pleasure. Oops, sorry. And the Death card. So that is, And no more pleasure for him, it says. His pleasure is going to end, and I think he will not be alone in facing prison time with that Four of Swords and that Three of Pentacles because of the charges. And working with other, there's other people, I think, too, involved. And most certainly there is. I mean, there's the victim, but I feel like there's other people that might know, might help to facilitate this, is what I get. Facilitate really feels like a good word in here. And so I think that, yeah, he will end up going to prison. He may even end up passing. Also, because I get the 4 here, which is often a card that shows somebody in this kind of repose, that's usually a funeral type pose when somebody's deceased. And then I have death here. So let me pull a couple extra cards. This could just be a radical change, but let's see. There's an end. Now, I just feel like this deal with this young minor female, I think, is going to end his career. 4 of Cups, the Devil. He's very cold and abusive and sadistic, and I'm sure that we may end up hearing more details, unfortunately. It's not unfortunate that we hear the details. It's unfortunate that the details are awful. But with that Devil, it would, it's not just your typical, let's say, garden variety sex that he's after. He's after something weird, okay? And that's a problem, because it's based on humiliation and degradation of someone else with this Devil. He loves humiliation. I think that carries over into his sexual behavior. 6 of Pentacles, Ace of Cups. You'll be wanting help. And there will be people that will be, holding his hand. I do get that. 10 of Pentacles, money. Ace of Pentacles, paying people off. So, there's also, he mentioned that somebody was extorting him along these lines. Yeah, I see all this dirt with these people to do with the worst things. They are greedy, they're lecherous. It's it for him. And really stupid, and brazenly stupid, brazenly foolish. Don't care. They are so... Matt Gaetz is so privileged. He doesn't know what's going to hit him. Yeah, he's going to find out. And this is all because he overplays his hand. He is so over the top with people. I'm getting that he has to humiliate. And so this one is going to really stick. This case is going to be pretty juicy. So that's what I gotta say. There's going to be some very interesting stuff coming out with regard to him further. That shows, but it does show he will be in trouble. All right. I think that works. I do think he will face prison time. I do. All right. I'll see you in the next video.